guys, it's Bláithín and it is time for Freshen Up Friday. Today, as some of you might see, I'm coming to you from our rental house. We moved in about a week ago. We got the keys about almost 2 weeks ago, and we've been living here full time for about a week. Today is my first Freshen Up Friday, as the first week was, as everybody does when they move into a rental house, they clean. I didn't record that because it was, it was a tough, stressful week. Today, I have quite a number of things that I would like to achieve, but Indiana is kind of not really napping right now. He's in his crib and he's kind of playing, so we're gonna see how this goes. The house here that we're renting is much bigger than our own, and so there's a lot more spaces to clean and tidy. And as with every Freshen Up Friday, this is just a freshen up to give us a relaxed, nice, sorry, that's the dishwasher, it's quite noisy. To give us a nice, relaxed, fresh house for the weekend, so I don't have to do loads of cleaning and tidying. But yeah, I've got a fair bit to do, a lot of picking up, so there's a lot of things that need to go back to their new homes. That was an interesting thing when we moved here, was relocating things to new places while we're here. So I'll give you a quick squiz what we're dealing with. This isn't really breakfast, this is just morning kind of stuff that needs to be put away. A couple of the pet station needs to be cleaned, and a few things. I need to swap out the laundry. Our cat has already made himself at home and a couple of new friends. And then generally speaking, down here, it just needs to be tidied up, straightened up, maybe a light dust hoover, that sort of thing. A few things put away. The hallway's not too bad. I need to put away the cat food. My stair basket needs to go upstairs, and then upstairs needs a freshen. The interesting thing here in this house over our other is the sheer floor space. As you guys can probably already tell, it is much bigger than what I'm used to. Indiana is loving the extra space, as are we, to be fair. But yeah, it does mean a lot more steps during the day. James has noticed an increase in his Fitbit steps, but I digress. I'm gonna write a very quick list just to keep me on track of what I hope to achieve today, and then I'm just gonna get to it. So first, to my daily notebook. Yes, this made it in the move. While I've always enjoyed and used lists, Baby Brain has made them an essential part of my life. Is anybody else the same? I am still suffering from it. Today I'm starting off with a good old pickup of everything around the house. It always surprises me the random things that end up out of place. Picking up around the house also makes me question how many clothes does one family actually need. Straightening up the throws in the sitting room always makes the room look instantly inviting. Here I'm using extra throws because these are not our couches and we have cats, and while they are really good, occasionally they do try to prune their nails on the furniture, and so the throws protect that. Throws are also great in a rental situation when you're trying to keep furniture that's not your own clean, so that you don't have to go to the expense of having it professionally cleaned when you leave. I love using Febreze, especially this vanilla scent. I also like to layer vanilla scents, so sprays, candles, wax melts. I find that the throw in the combination is great and makes your house smell amazing. One of the big downsides to the rental house is the size of the washing drum. It's about half the size of my own, and they don't have a dryer or a proper washing line, and so I find myself washing and trying to dry clothes all of the time. I was so focused on the washed clothes, I did not notice my cat escaping from the house for the first time right in front of my eyes until editing. Thankfully, he has returned and continues to do so every time he escapes from the new house. This experience of having the smaller drum washing machine has taught me that you should always buy the biggest drum that you can afford. I have a 10 kg washing machine and a 10 kg dryer at home, and here we only have a 6 kg washing machine, and honestly it is a bit of a struggle with 3 of us. I always pair up my socks when I'm hanging them out to dry. I find putting them away is quicker and easier this way. What's been nice about the new kitchen here in the rental house is that it is a somewhat similar layout as to what I'm going to have when our new kitchen is installed back in our own house. It's sort of reversed, and some aspects are bigger and smaller in each kitchen, but it's nice to get a feel for what I'm going to have. I shared in last week's Freshen Up Friday that I was now sick of the apple scented anti-bac that I've been using. I still have some of it left over, but I did pick up this new one, this Flash Ultra Power. It's an anti-bac and degreaser. It is very good at what it does. Never use it on anything painted though. I learned that the hard way. But again, the scent is just not doing it for me. I think I'm gonna have to do a little bit more research on this. You guys know I love my marigolds, but like I said last week, the pink ones were just not a good fit. I much prefer the yellow ones, but as with everything, I think I'm going to have to downsize and go down a size smaller in these too. Some of you are going to think I am odd. Halfway through recording this video, the dishwasher started to leak. And so James thinks he can fix it, but hasn't had the time just yet. And so I have been washing dishes after every meal and after every use. And I'm kind of really enjoying it. It is great thinking time. Does anybody else find washing dishes therapeutic and relaxing? Let me know in the comments below. My husband is the biggest chocolate fiend ever, and I find caramel and chocolate pieces all over the place. That is what I am cleaning off these loosely painted side tables in the rental house. Well, the quantity of the clothes I have to wash hasn't actually changed. Because I have to do so many more washes, I feel like my whole life revolves around putting away laundry more so than it ever did. Yes, this might seem odd that I'm keeping my tea towels in a press, but remember, this is not my kitchen and not how I would have things naturally or normally laid out. Yes, I agree with you. Under the sink is a complete mess. Stick around because later in the video, I am going to organize this and make it look fabulous. Think home edit style. When it comes to putting laundry away, I always divide things into their like categories or like drawers or spaces they're going into, and then tackle each one of those. I find it goes much quicker and much easier for me this way. I have to share with you about these amazing face cloths. They're actually baby cloths. They come in packs of 3 for €1.50 in Deals, which is like a Poundland / Dollar Tree type store here. Amazing for taking your makeup off. I have about like a 2-week supply, so about 30 of them. One of the really fun aspects of this rental house is the wardrobe room, or glam room as some might call it. This is something I would definitely love to take with me. It has also confirmed for me that I personally prefer and think it's much better to hang as many of your clothes as possible. I know there are serious schools of thought on this, especially Marie Kondo prefers everything folded, or as much as possible. That makes sense, where I'm of the other side. It's a couple of hours later in the day, and I'm hoping we're on to nap 2, but as you can probably hear in the background, it's not going so well. Indy is sleeping fine at night here in the new house, but his naps have been a little bit of a challenge. So yes, I have another wash on. The kitchen is now dirty again, despite me having cleaned it earlier, because obviously we had lunch. I always kind of feel sometimes that I'm always like redoubling my efforts. Hold on, Sasha wants to go out. On Freshen Up Fridays in order to get things done. I'm gonna have to recheck my list So I did put away the wash. I did tidy up the kitchen, but I'm going to have to do it again. And I did sort of pick up, but yet again, I'm probably going to have to redo it. I'm also making a list on this side of clothes I desperately need to buy. Later today, I'm going to the store with my friends. As a lot of you will know, my big goal for 2020 was to lose a lot of weight. And yay for me, I have done so, which has had the, like, not unknown side effect of having to replace all my clothes. I'm now at a stage where I have lost 4 stone since the start of the year, and none of my clothes fit me. In fact, even the clothes that I have bought since losing weight in smaller sizes are too big. Everything is swimming on me, and so today I'm going to go out and just buy almost like a capsule wardrobe of things to see me through. I've got about 1 more stone to go before I'm actually going to, let's say, replace my wardrobe, and that's what that list is about as well. So you know me, it's all about the lists. So I'm going to leave him another couple of minutes and do a bit of picking up and tidying up again. Fingers crossed he sleeps, and then I can really get into things. There's no more getting into or worse than cleaning the toilets, am I right? Like with most cleaning, and I don't think I'm alone here, I hate actually doing it, especially the bathrooms, but I do love the end results. I've got 3 pets, and we give them free rein in the house, and a lot of the time they end up sleeping on our bed, particularly our pillows. That's why I love this product by Dettol that you can spray on pretty much every surface. I hadn't planned on adding a cook with me element to today's video, but sure, why not? I am making turkey meatballs in the slow cooker here. It is a staple meal in our household that we love, and it's so easy to do. I will talk you through it right now. I start off by spraying my slow cooker with some Fry Light, and I've put about 4 handfuls of whole cherry tomatoes in the bottom there. You can see them just peeking out. To that I am adding 2 chopped onions, and I'm also adding in kind of like half a beef tomato that I just had left over in the fridge. Then I'm putting in 2 2 packs of turkey meatballs. These were actually partially frozen. I had taken them out first thing this morning, but they're not fully defrosted yet. But this is going to be about 7 or 8 hours on low in the slow cooker at least, if not more, so they will be fully cooked and no longer frozen on the inside by the end of it. Next, I'm adding in a tray of washed chestnut mushrooms. I just break these up. I don't even chop them, specifically, and it works perfect. Now I'm just assembling all the spices and flavors that I'm going to add into the slow cooker. I'm not a great one for measurements, but I'll try and give you a guide as much as I can. First up is some chopped tomatoes. These ones are fragrant with basil. This is essentially minced garlic in a tube. I love it. I'm going to be adding the equivalent of about 4 to 5 large garlic cloves. And now probably a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, a dash of black pepper, a teaspoon of onion salt, a teaspoon of dried basil, half a teaspoon of celery salt, a teaspoon of marjoram, 1 to 2 teaspoons of all-purpose seasoning, a teaspoon of tomato paste. This one in particular is divine. And about 300 ml of chicken stock. I'm now placing my slow cooker on top of a trivet or baking sheet as advised by Crock-Pot in order to protect the countertop from the heat. While that's cooking, as I said, it's going to take about 7 to 8 hours, I am going to clean the cat feeding station, which is a mess. I try to do this while they're napping so I get time to clean it and there's little product left over when they come back, but as you can see here, they woke up. For her tiny size, Ivory is a bottomless pit when it comes to food. When we moved in here, I literally just started stuffing things into presses, and now that we've been here for a while, I'm slowly reorganizing, and this one I am so excited to do. I recently binge watched The Home Edit on Netflix, and to say I'm a little obsessed is an understatement, and so I have slowly started to rainbowify every area or any area I can in the house. As this is a rental and it is also full of the owner's things, I'm only tackling my own cleaning products. You'll see I leave some things at the back of the press. That's simply because they're not mine and I won't be using them. The space and the height in this cupboard is not great. It's also very dark and a little awkward, but I'm going to make do and the best organization I can. I'm going to place back stock and my least used items towards the rear. I won't have enough space to have everything easily accessible at the front, and in all honesty, that lower shelf space is really dead space. you'll start to see the home edit influence take shape now. I'm not going to achieve a beautiful rainbow effect all at the front simply because of what I use and what color they are, but I'm still really happy with the end result, and about a week later it is working surprisingly well for me. Because of the awkward dimensions of this area, I am just using what I can to corral and contain my cleaning products, remembering that this is a temporary housing solution and I am moving back to a glorious new kitchen. I'm really pleased with how this turned out. It looks great, it's functional, everything is easy to find and easy to see. Much better than the mess I started with. And finally, the final frontier for today's video, this stair basket. It is full of all those things I picked up first thing this morning to put away, and a whole heap of other things that have probably been gathering in there all week long. Like with my approach to laundry, I'm sorting this into piles of either rooms or locations that all these things need to go in, just so that I go to that one location or one room once to put things away. Thank you so much for watching today's video, even if it did traverse a couple of days. I hope you got plenty of cleaning motivation from the video. Please do give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Hey girl! And do subscribe. Do subscribe if you have not already done so. Hi Sasha, darling. She's such a cutie pie. And I will see you in my next video. Thanks guys, bye.